better pick up after your dog. Ugh. Okay. Let's see here. Am I recording? Yes, I'm recording on YouTube. There we go. Okay, I am now set. So, hope you're all doing good. Let's go here. But I am definitely going live here now. So remember, if you have questions or something like that, go ahead and holler out, and I will answer. But I'm not paying attention. I'm no longer paying attention to Discord because it's just easier for me to pay attention to TikTok, as well as I'm also trying to pay attention to YouTube a little bit because I do need to get my YouTube channel up and running. And I can mention that right now because I am not live yet on TikTok.
Are you gonna do another session like we did yesterday next weekend?
Yes, next weekend is when I'm going to do probably the Saturday. Well, your Saturday.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Or if you want, we can always arrange for sometime in the week as well. Because how's your program coming along?
I hadn't messed with it today. I hadn't quite got home yet. I was gonna do that when I got home.
Oh, okay, cool.
I know I'm gonna be out Tuesday for sure. My mom's having surgery.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
So
Well, I hope that goes well.
so I'm gonna be out of pocket next week.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to miss it this weekend. Or I am leaving to go there on Wednesday, but I'll have a computer in the evening.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do the same thing that I did last week. Well, not last week, but Saturday. I will record it so that you're not going to miss anything. If you don't have a chance,
okay.
you're not. I'm going to make sure that this is my plan is to start recording any kind of actual planned meeting. I'm going to start recording them. I'll put them up in my part of Discord. Or if Jax decides that she wants to put it somewhere else, we'll let you know where it's actually being put. But I will start recording it that way, just because time zones are such a pain in the ass. And
It is.
And life, life be life, and so sometimes people, either have to work or they're, for whatever reason, they can't come along. This way, they can actually watch, learn, and listen from me rambling on like I normally do. Okay, going live. I need to get my glitch art back up. Okay, let's randomize this. Hey, there we go. I am live on TikTok. Woohoo! Okay. Now then, I just got to do the old sharing out. And hey, this time it didn't hit me right off the bat.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Last time I went live here, it literally within seconds hit me with the whole repurpose thing. And hello, Digital. Thanks for joining. I just have to send this live out here. But literally within seconds, it nailed me for copied work bullshit.
Yeah.
Which was irritating, to say the least.
It is irritating.
It was like, look, this is not repurposed content. This is all original crap from me running my mouth. But it, of course, failed on the appeal because it was the weekend. And I do not think they have anyone on the weekends.
Yeah, I had heard they were hitting other people pretty hard too. So.
Yep. I don't feel so special now. Yep. Here we go again. Gifts are suspended and your live is restricted in recommendations and search results for 10 minutes due to reproduced content. Bullshit. What the hell is this? It's not repos. I'm going to repos. Okay, let's see here. I literally. Let's see. I don't know how to. Let's see here. I literally just started. I am live, and this is not pre-recorded or anything. What the hell?
So well, because it hears us talking in the background.
Yeah, I mean, literally, this is not repurposed content. Oh well. I will just continue sharing this live. And hello to everyone that's popped in. I appreciate that while I'm sitting there arguing with TikTok because they're literally saying that this is repurposed content. Which is bullshit. I am live. All I'm doing is literally sharing out my lovely little stuff here so that people know that I'm actually live. There we go. And that was all I was doing, and yet, boom, repurposed content issue. And I literally just started, folks. Do you see how overly sensitive TikTok is doing? Yeah, to be perfectly honest, I'm not overly... It pisses me off. I will freely admit it pisses me off because it literally does the whole restriction your people to find you and all that. But beyond that, it is what it is. So, I need to make sure that you guys can see my screen here. Which, by the way, I am actually live on... Oh, not approved, of course. Appeal not approved. We reviewed your appeal. No, you did not. Bullshit. See, the one thing I wish TikTok would do is actually give you an actual real live person. You cannot tell me that a real live person looked at my feed and said, oh, the AI is overly sensitive. It's too quick on that one. But, again, it is what it is. Let's see here. Okay, not approved. Well, screw you then. This is why, for 10 minutes, this is why I'm honestly going to start building up YT a lot more, and the rabbit hole as well. Less restrictions, less of a headache. But now, what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to be showing off two programs today. Which, by the way, if you want to see my full screen, I am up on YT. You can actually find me under Grumpy Marketing 50. And then, what I'm doing is I'm actually running. I'm going to be running some photos here, which it wants to. CR's being a little slow this morning. Using my glitch art generator. We'll see if CR wants to behave itself today. Because I do want to do a little bit of... I'm going to be showing off both the Seamless program of mine and a new one, which is all about text effects, by the way. So, this will actually replace the whole... YT name is Grumpy Marketing 50. All one word. And the number 50, not the letter, actually. Set up viewer wishes. It's kind of hard to set that up when you keep hitting me with this stupidity here. Ooh, that's cool. I like that. Let's see what the song actually is, because that would make an impressive song, I think. Except we're going to go to Mr. Reed, which, by the way, right now I am actually using. Let's see here, live chat. Yep, okay. Just had to make sure that my YT was up on live chat. I'm using DeepSeek for Reed, who does all of my. Reed actually literally will write all my lyrics, the entire song for me. I'm finding that DeepSeek actually does very well. Yeah, I know, Constance, they did. Literally, I just started. And they hit me with the, let's see here, what was it? Hold on a second, I'll tell you what it is. GIFs suspended and live visibility restricted. GIFs are suspended and your live is restricted in recommendations and search results for 10 minutes due to reproduced content, such as pre-recorded or copied content. Learn more in the live monetizing guide in the TikTok live section of the community guidelines issued on May 19th, 2026 at 7:14. So I still have 4 minutes and 31 seconds, and I will bet you anything within seconds of that going up, it is going to hit me again like it did last time. I appealed it, and of course it was immediately denied. Both single times. So, Reed, I need a new, let's see here. I need a new song. This one is all about glitch art. I do want lyrics in this as well. We're going to paste that in there. Improve the shit out of this little prompt. Voila. Yeah, it is lies, but what are you going to do? You know, they don't have any. They don't literally have any real support, to be perfectly honest. And for the money that these people are making off of ads and everything else, you would think that they would have at least one guy there. Yeah, that's producer. Oh, that reminds me. I got to bring up. Well, it's actually now Flow Music. Used to be Refusion, then producer, and now Flow Music, because basically either they joined forces with Google or Google bought them out, one or the other. Either way, it's still damn good. It's better than Suno in a lot of ways. But yeah, it's originally producer, but as you can see, Reed is literally writing me my song, and the reason why I specifically told him that I want lyrics is because I have a new program. This program is all about text effects for videos. It does an overlay for us, but the really cool thing is if your song has lyrics to it, it will actually transcribe your lyrics for free, and it will literally do a really good job of transcribing. Plus, you can write out your own lyrics if you wanted to. You can change it if it doesn't quite do it. Designs. So I'm literally just going to build out this. Let's see here. I'm literally using DeepSeek for this to write it. No, you should be Constance. As long as you still have an account, your Google account logged up to it, you should easily be able to get your stuff. Now, well, actually, I take it back. It depends on how far back, because they did wipe everything out. Yeah, I like this. Your live goal is 0% achieved. Well, that's because you blocked me. But either way, it really depends on how far back you went, because they did wipe their servers before the name changed, and they did warn everyone, and a lot of people were getting highly pissed off about it. But they wiped the servers to make room for it. Yeah, so if you didn't download it, you won't have it, because they did actually wipe their own servers when Google took over, which is fair enough, because I think Flow Music, because Flow Music is actually part of Google's, and I think I know they made some changes to it, so that may have been why they had to wipe out the servers on that one. So let's go to here, and I'm just gonna pop that entire song in there. That shouldn't be too long. It shouldn't throw a hissy fit. It is $8 a month. They haven't jumped the price up yet. You can do free, but the $8 a month allows you to use full commercial rights. So it's actually cheaper than, if I remember correctly, I think it's cheaper than Suno. And there's no extra, $30. Well, you can do the $30 a month or something like that, but to me, why bother? So we're going to let producer generate our song. We're going to randomize this one again. Copy this. I don't want to copy all. I just want to copy that. I got to turn this down, otherwise I'm going to blow my own eardrums out. And I apologize to those that are listening.
The dial-up prayer. In the beginning was the signal, and the signal was pure.
Ooh, I like this.
And the engineer said, "Let there be bandwidth." And there was. I was born in a 56K screen. My first word was buffer overflow. I learned to crawl through packet loss and stand on a server that had to go. The signal said, "Be clean." The signal said, "Be fast." The signal said, "We'll build a perfect world." And then it laughed. Whispered, through fiber optics, but I met the noise in a broken pixel, and the noise said stay. The noise said I don't need your handshake, I don't need your TCP bouquet. The noise is messy, the noise is free. The noise is the artifact on your screen that looks like a face looking back at me. Me, 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 me. This is the war between signal and noise, between the clean line and the broken voice. You can compress me, you can encode, but I will always overflow. I am the glitch in your upload, the lag in your fight, the frame drop at the climax, the compression that doesn't sit right. I am the noise and I will stay, 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 stay. I remember the web when it screamed, before the firewalls, before the scheme, when every page was a gamble and every pixel was a dream that didn't know how to load. Angel fire, angel fire. Now it's all clean lines in 4K, and the ghosts are buried in the back end, but I'm still here in the 404, in the missing link. They want to delete me, they want to sanitize the noise, but every time you see a glitch, every time your screen tears, every time the buffer stutters and you say fix it, that's me waving.
Okay. Now what I love about
You're not getting rid of me.
Producer here,
The noise has won. Please rest, rest, rest. Heart your modem. Goodbye.
Yeah, they are, and this is why I'm seriously going to start building way more content for YT and as well as the rabbit hole, because this is getting stupid, to be perfectly honest. If they don't, and there's no way that you can actually, once the appeal is denied, you cannot undeny it or anything like that, and they're not doing anything because you can't get a hold of anyone. I think they have a, I think they might actually have a channel in this, but this is just getting really stupid. So we have packet loss.
In the beginning was the signal.
Hey, Lady G. So we just literally downloaded 40 lovely new glitch art pieces. Going to extract
And the signal was pure, and the engineer said, let there be bandwidth.
I like the voice of this.
And there was. I was born in a 56K screen. My first word was buffer overflow. I learned to crawl through packet loss and stand on a server that had to go. The signal said, be clean. The signal said, be fast. The signal said, we'll build a perfect world. I don't need your TCP bouquet. The noise is free.
Yeah, well, YT probably didn't.
Whisper through fiber optics, but I met the noise in a broken
Let's kill that. So, what we're going to do now is I'm going to go into my seamless, and we're going to use the seamless to actually turn these 40 images that I actually have. Let me just share these real quick. Some of these are actually pretty cool. This is using my. This is literally using my glitch art. My glitch art generator, which, by the way, I will put up into the Google Drive. I made this a couple days ago. And if you want to find me on YT, by the way, it is just the Grumpy Marketing 50. The number 50. So, but this is going to be. This is actually not too bad for. This was just a little a fast gen that I put together. Just thought, let's do a little bit of glitch art, just because I want to see what it would actually look like. The music's actually pretty decent as well. Appeal not approved. Of course not. See, I need to see if there's actually a way of getting on to their asses and on the old disc channel, because somebody mentioned that there was actually a way of doing that. So I'm gonna have to look them up and say, okay, whatever the fuck is going on. But either way, their system sucks. This is why I really seriously want to move more towards other platforms. And this is why you really shouldn't have all your eggs in one basket anyways. So we're just going to ignore all restrictions and whatnot. I don't really care. But what we're going to do is I need to quit whining and pay attention here. Let's pop this one more time. Let's just randomize that again. And yeah, it does actually glitch every time you press a button. If you do a generator like that. Hey, Belle. Don't worry about the heartbeats or anything like that. TikTok, once again, has put me under restrictions. Literally, when I first started, right as soon as I started, they hit me with the whole gifts are suspended and your live is restricted in recommendation and search for pre-recorded or copied content. Bullshit. So, I ain't worried about it. So, it is rubbish. This is why, by the way, again, check out YT because you can see the full screen. I don't use their, hey Val, I don't use their studios because every time I've used their studio, I've actually been full on kicked off. So to me, it just seems to be stupid. So I don't bother with it just because of the fact that they make it impossible to mark yourself as branded material, and they really like to hide the fact that you're using AI. It's like, look, I have no problem admitting that I'm using AI. Yeah, come join the rabbit hole, which, by the way, link in bio on that one. So, we want to randomize one more time. Let's see here, City at Midnight. Let's just copy that and let's see what the C-Art will give us. And while we're doing that, we're going to go into my lovely little seamless production house. And this is where I'm going to literally take all these, those 40 images that I just got, pop these in here. We're going to let it do its thing because I want to actually make a movie. We have 40 images. I'm going to probably, we'll just leave them all in there. It might take a little bit to do that. But we're going to do this here. We're going to go to the packet lost. We're going to add that in there. So I can literally download whatever images I want or videos and join them completely seamless. Here I'm going to make I'm literally going to make a, let's see, we're going to go EMD because that's basically what this is. I am literally going to be making an entire basically a photo slideshow, but it's 100% a movie. And we're going to go glitch art so that I know what it's called. We want to loop the clip to all music. And we're going to keep, I don't want to put any text on this one because I'm actually going to apply the text in another program that I just literally made because my idea here is to tell CapCut to pound sand. Why pay for, in all honesty, I don't see the point in paying a subscription if you don't have to. Now, there are some subscriptions that we're going to have to pay for. Like if you want to make AI videos, you're going to unless you have a really decent rig, you are going to have to pay like Kling or something like that to make a 10-second video. You can use a Stable Diffusion to make your own videos, but you have to have one hell of a rig to be able to actually do that. So we're going to put on the keen burn, and it's going by putting on a keen burn. By the way, this is going to make it look like the these little photos are going to actually be moving, even though they are a static image. It'll because it's going to zoom the camera in. It'll pan it left and right, slow pan. It looks pretty cool actually when everything is done and over with. We don't need whisper mode right now. I do need TT and IG. I'm going to leave off the watermark right now, just because this is actually this is just going to be another test run. We want portrait. We want, there we go, and we are going to click start render. So we're just going to literally run this entire thing and let it kind of do its own little run. This can take 5, maybe 10 minutes, depending on your own system, because the seamless production actually runs off of your own computer's CPU and RAM. I don't build these for using graphics cards because it's a real pain in the ass to try to figure out what cube, which is a program that graphics card uses, what version people have, what graphics card they have. So it's just easier to run it off the CPU. Yeah, trade-off is it takes a little bit of time, but it is what it is. And this program here will let you, this new program of mine, whoops, I actually had proper documentation. Are you all proud of me? Screw the visual. There we go. Here we go. We literally have proper documentation. What is Realm Render? Is a local offline video text composer. You feed it a video, choose a look, and it burns animated text directly into every frame, preserving the original audio track, and exports a finished MP4 ready to upload. Now, mind you, this made a very large MP4 yesterday. It's like 2.4 gigs or something, some crazy shit number like that. And I'm still not 100% sure why. Oh, this one's pretty cool too. These aren't bad. Oops, clear that off. Where's cancel? There we go. Now I can actually look at these a little bit better. And if we go to Google Drive, seeing how I already have a restriction against me if it bounces me out. By the way, if I suddenly disappear, come join the rabbit hole or check me out in YT. I am not going to be ending this just because TikTok is throwing a hissy fit. Hey, Designs, thanks for swinging in. Just to be aware, don't worry about the heart meter or anything like that. They put me under restrictions. I literally just came in, and they hit me with the restrictions, which is bullshit. For repurposed content. I literally just started, and it hit me right off the bat. Let's see here. We're going to go with date modified. Text Factory, there we go. Here is the video. Now, mind you, this is a test run for this. The text didn't quite come out exactly what I wanted to. As you can see, the text is really right there.
They carved my face on shields to ward off fear. No one has to steal what it thought of the spear. I was a warning nailed to every door, no woman anymore cute. I watched 1,000 heroes raise their blaze. You don't save a natural disaster, you evacuate. I am not the curse. You wanted a villain for your arrogations. I am immense, I am the blade. Every god who made this way is the reason I am not afraid. Petrify the crown, let the kings become stone. I did not ask.
So this does come with a learning curve, folks. Even this creator screwed the first run up. But this file is 2.54 gigabytes for an MP4. That reminds me, I gotta ask Claude that. Okay, let's see here. Why does this program actually jump the file size up by a little over a gig? There we go. When in doubt, ask the AI. When you're not sure, and I built this using Claude Code, which, by the way, if you want to learn how to use Claude Code and build your own EXE programs, I will be going live in the rabbit hole solely my Sunday, which is everyone else's. If you're in the States, it's Saturday there. Come learn how to use Claude Code to literally make your own executable program. This way, you can stop paying for some of the subscriptions that you're paying for. I mean, literally, why pay for something when you can build it yourself? Again, some things that we want to do, we're going to have to pay for it. It just, unfortunately, it is what it is. Like, if you want to run a local LLM, which is basically a local AI, you have to have a really decent rig to run some of the really good ones out there. As an example, my computer is about mid-range. It can actually run some okay versions of different AIs locally, so I don't have to pay for them. But my laptop, on the other hand, it can't handle it because the files are too big. It requires too much resources. So let's see here. What's this going to do? So building the entire pipeline, including a mountain of stuff you never use. Here's the breakdown and what's eating space. So, okay. fixes two things: a smarter build map that excludes the dead weight and switching to Open Python headless. Okay, I have what is new build identity? Okay, results exe should drop from to roughly. No. I meant not the exe, but the actual MP4 file. Sometimes the AI will confuse itself, or you will confuse it by not being a little bit more clear on what we're supposed to be doing, kind of thing. Let's see here. Hold on a second. I got a message that I just need to check. All right, cool. It's nothing. Just little sister being little sister. So we'll let that run. That's thing. Let's check how our seamless is doing. Yep, it's going to take a little while. If we full screen this, let's see here. Yeah, it's literally rendering batch 1 of 1. And hopefully it hasn't locked up. Sometimes it will lock up, sometimes it won't. Again, it just depends on the PC, on if it wants to be nice or not. We're going to literally ask Claude, though, here. Okay, so, completely different issue, yeah. That's video codecs, uses MP4 Part 2 by default, which is basically uncompressed compared to the, original file was, then we decode every frame and recode with MP4 and file balloons, the fix. Pipe raw frames directly into, which means a bundled, and encode with one pass, proper compression, output file to original size. Root cause is cleared. Okay, cool. So it's going to basically stop making these huge files now. Because, I mean, I really don't want to have to deal with 2.4 gigs of freaking video file for like 6 minutes. Well, actually, not even that. Most of these songs are, let's see here, if we check out, how long is that? It's a 3-minute song. Nobody wants a 2.4 gig video for a 3-minute song. So I'm going to close this off. And what I will do, not that. That's the documentation. I'm going to close that off. Check and see what Claude just said. Okay, so fault, no intermittent file, audio are encoded together in a single file. Okay, cool. Let's run this, and we're going to actually try. That's the LUTs thing. I don't need the LUTs program. We're going to come to here. We're going to go to TikTok. I mean, not TikTok. It's the text effect factory. And once this is actually up and running, I will be selling this probably for about $148. And we're going to go, and yes, it is working only on PC. I still have to pay for GitHub, and I haven't gotten around to doing that just yet. Let's see here. Where is my launch bat? There it is. Voila. And we will launch the file. Okay. Voila. Now let's just grab one of my old files that I have. And we're going to go to this PC. Go to here. Find my new seamless. Because I have been building a few things here. So, by the way, if you guys have questions, you can always ask questions. I do answer. And we'll go to output. Let's see here. It doesn't really matter which one I'm going to be doing because all of these have text if I remember correctly. We'll grab the Lotus Flower one. I don't think that... Well, actually, no, take it back. I want one that actually has text on it. I mean, not text, but lyrics. And I don't remember if any of these actually have lyrics on them. So, let's go and find them. Because I actually want to show where you can find the actual lyrics. Let's see here. This is the new pipeline. Let's see here. These are all actually divided into different things. These are all shorts, teasers. Let's see here. Teaser. I don't have those teasers, so let's just double check that one. I don't think this has lyrics on it. That one doesn't have lyrics. So what I'm going to do is I have my laptop open. I'm going to just grab. There we go. I'm going to grab the one from my Medusa folder, and I will file, and I will show that to you, and we will see how well that the Medusa file actually decides to play. If it decides to play nicely. There it is. Okay, where is Medusa? And that's the original one right there. So let's copy that. See if I have enough space for it. Oh, they. Well, let me tell you, this does get a little bit, this actually does get a little bit on the big side. Let's go to paste. Alright, cool. I actually have space for it. Yes, I did and absolutely loved it, though. Now, this program here of mine will literally allow us to put any text effect on that we want. It comes with full documentation, and I think this might be, is this actually, it's still stuck at 1%. I may have to actually have Claude check it out real quick. Let's just go to Claude. Fixed cube module, because normally it runs faster than this. Let's go to new season, find the seamless, because I know I have it on here. Here we go. Wait a minute, I'm running this on the new seamless. Or am I? Crap, I don't remember which one I'm running this on. Let's see here. It was amazing. I liked it. Let's see here. Okay, we'll just put it on seamless. Okay. How can I tell if the program has stopped working? Because right now it seems to be a little stalled. I grab the screenshot. Print screen. Always grab a screenshot when you can with AI. Normally it's faster than this. We'll let it run. We'll let that run. But as I said, I actually have proper documentation for my lovely new video program. Did you actually do what I wanted? Yep, you did. Cool. All right. Let's. Oh, wait a minute. Before I do that, I need to make sure that this is actually working right. Yep. Okay. Cool. Close that off. Okay. Yoink this out of the computer. Ugh. By the way, this lovely little USB stick is a handy little thing. But the problem is, it's all fucking metal. Which means it gets hot in a damned hurry. So if you buy yourself a USB stick, I highly advise you to buy one that has a plastic back, not a metal one, because those get hot. So let's go to, let's see, I gotta go back up to here, we go to F drive. Let's grab my Medusa file once I find it. Where are you at? There you are. We're going to copy that. And I'm just going to stick it in the new in my new folder so that I know where it's at. New snippet. Oh, that's a new snippet. I don't want the new snippet. There we go. Let's paste this in here because that's what I basically did to build it. Let's see here. I am pretty sure this doesn't have lyrics to it. That's just pure music. Claude is actually done. Let's see here. Here's the diagnosis right now. Task Manager is actually working. Press Control. Look for it. If it's there and showing any CPU program, it's alive. Absent of 0%. More than 30 seconds, it's likely stalled. Check the log. Written in real time. Oh yeah, I forgot this has a log. Let's go to here. Add file and photos. We're going to come back up to here. We go to New Seamless because that's the program that I'm putting it in. New Seamless. Here's the log. Here is the log file. And this way, I don't actually have to look at the log. You can literally let Claude look at your log file for you. And we're going to check this out. And I'm pretty sure it stalled itself. But that's okay. We're going to go and we're going to find my newest program here. The Text Factory. Realm Render Workplace is what it's called. We're going to open this up. And we're going to find Medusa. There you are. Hello, Miss Medusa. So, we want output, same. Yep, okay, that's fine. And what we're going to do is we're going to come down here. This actually has lyrics to it. So, what we're going to do is we're going to literally transcribe audio. Let's see here. Install one bass whisper. What the hell? Oh, it is already installed. Oh, hold on a second. Apparently not. It is not installed on my computer. And this is one of those problems that I tell people that you do run into when you are using a laptop and a computer to do the coding. But that is an easy fix. We just go to here. Oops, new text factory. No, that's not what I want. I want the text factory. Let's see here. Where are you at? Okay, test factory. No, wait a minute. Did you actually run? Oh, that's the new test factory. That's why I'm like, what the hell? Text factory. There we go. Okay, all we got to do is do the setup bat. It will actually install everything that I need. Now, when you revive coding, for the whole 5 people that are here, I am building full executable programs. I'm not building apps. When you're doing this, there are 2 main files that you actually want to have Claude code set up for you. The first one is a setup.bat, and this way, if you do not have something that it requires for your idea, you can double-click on your setup bat, like right here, and as you can see, it automatically opens this up. So we actually have install pillow numpy. Okay, all dependency installed successfully. Launch bat to okay. Now all we got to do is launch it, and by doing a launch bat, it's going to open it up so that I can try it out without having to running the exe file. But there are literally 3. I take it back. There are 3 files now that I am requiring. One is a setup.bat. The other is a launch.bat. And the third one, the most important one, is the build.bat file. The build.bat allows you to double click on it, and it will actually make your executable file. And this executable file is going to be basically take every single folder that it needs, every file, builds it all into this one program, so that when people buy this from you and they get it, all they got to do is just double click on the file, and boom, it's literally going to install everything that person needs to run your program. So they don't have to go in to command prompt or anything else like that. So where did Medusa get to? There you are. We're going to open that up. We're going to come down here again, and we're going to try this again. Transcribe audio. What the hell? I did install that. Recommended. I did do that. So let's just... That is weird. I'm going to have to tell Claude that I did actually run the setup. Let's see. Let me jump into the log. Okay, so it's actually the old... okay. Reading the seamless log. Of course it's large. So I guess I got to quit being so lazy. Go into my command prompt. We're going to go into CMD. And we want... let's see here. Bring this up here. Command prompt. A lot of people do not like working in the command prompt. It's old school. It scares them. Nothing to be scared about. Pip. Let's see here. Install faster whisper. And we'll let that do its thing. And then open whisper. We're gonna let this do it. You can actually, if you don't want to mess with, here's another little trick. If you don't want to mess with the command prompt, you can tell Claude, hey, just go ahead and install everything that my system requires. The setup bat was supposed to do that, but for some reason it didn't do it. So this might take a few seconds. Let's see. What does Claude say? The render is almost certainly still running. Here's why the log looks empty. The app only writes to the log when something fails or completes a healthy. Okay, so with 40 photos and the keen burn effect, the render has to, okay. To animation clips, running 40 times, one per video on a typical machine. This takes 10 to 20 minutes before the progress bar even starts moving. Okay. You were about 14 minutes in. That's right in the middle of the normal, so there we go. We'll just leave it alone. Basically, Claude is telling me, hey, be fucking patient. But if we do this here, open Taskmaster, look for the progress tab. If you see it there, any CPU rendering is actively working. So let's just do what it says. Alt-Control-Delete on your computer. Open up your process. It's literally wants to know about the processors tab, and we're going to be looking for a, let's see here. What are we looking for again? We are looking for, let's see, shift, okay, FMP, so that's all we got to look for is in the F's here. This is going to be background processes. So we're going to go here, and I'm going to go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and it's not actually even there. So we're literally going to tell it, hey, it's not even there. So we're going to grab the screenshot again, print screen, go here, and then we're going to go to straight down to the Bat Visual Studios. Oddly enough, what's even weirder is that the Seamless is not showing up there. Seamless Production House. Oh, it's literally 1.0%, so it is, I think it is actually stalled. And we're going to go down to where the F's are supposed to be. And we print screen there. Always print screens. Yep. Pretty sure it's stalled. Close that out. But see, AI will actually help you understand your own programming, even with your HTML generators. If something's not working, you're just going to say, hey, why the hell isn't this working? Grab your screenshot, and there we go. Confirm installed. No, the Taskmaster at all. The app is alive. Shows 0.0, but the isn't running, which means it's either crashed silently or the render thread is deadlocked. Let me check the temp folder to see how far it got before stopping. It didn't get very far at all. Is this still done? Okay, yep. That one's done. And our next one that we have to install on this one here is pip install open. So we're going to go here and put it up here so I can make sure that I'm spelling everything right. Pip install openai.whisper. Boom. We'll let that install. And this is basically going to install everything there. Now, Whisper is basically ChatGPT's, which is OpenAI, version of a transcriber. This thing works absolutely amazing. They actually have a free open source program, so this isn't going to cost me anything. So it says it's successfully installed. Let's close that off. We're going to open this up again. Do another launchbat file. We're going to find our Medusa video again. Oh, there we go, Medusa. And we're going to try once again to transcribe. If we come over here, we can literally click transcribe. Audio. Nope, it's still doing that. Okay, that's weird. I installed everything there. Oh, then rerun the setup bat. That's the problem. Helps if I follow my own instructions, folks. So, where is the setup? There it is, setup bat. There we go. So, upgrading pip. Yeah. And see, this is literally going to make it to where I don't have to do squat. I can walk away from this thing. Is the silent ignore features, it hides the failure instead of reporting it. Why don't you fix it so that if the temp cleanup fails, you get a clear message instead of a mysterious stall? Still has files from May 15th, the previous unknown render. Yep, well, it is the 15th, so at least I think it is. Yeah, I don't know if it's the 19th. Previous unclear, the code as startup is supposed to wipe the temp folder, but it uses ignore true, meaning if any old files was locked in or inaccessible, suddenly skips the detection and stalls files. Okay. Then for today's 40 clip, it sees, okay, is already existing from the old run, skips recreating, but before it tries to run and something is blocking. So right now, hit cancel render in the app and then do this before retrying. Remove item. Okay, I see what it is. So we just have to go into my temp file and get rid of that. Easy enough. So we're going to cancel that. And we are going to go back and do exactly what it said. But instead of doing what it said, I know exactly where I'm going. So we're going to go to here. Where is my new folder? See, by the way, this is the joys of vibe coding, folks. Sometimes you're going to hit these really weird errors. Click render. Working on it, and we will see how big of a file this is. Temp render. There we go. All right, so we're just going to clear all of this out. I'm going to Control A. There we go. Shift delete. Click yes. There we go. Now my seamless file is completely done. So let's try this again. Worst thing is I actually have to turn it off and turn it back on again. So okay, we now have it set up. So the temp file is clear and running the exe on the new seamless folder and re-rendering to see what happens. Worst thing is I literally turn the program off and turn it back on. So Task Manager, you should see appear within the first 30 to 60 seconds. At the start, the first photo, if it never shows up after 2 minutes, it's stalled again. Temp folder, you can watch temp render in the conversation, yada yada yada. Should appear one by one fairly quickly. Okay, let's open this back up. We're going to go to new snippet. Oop, no, that's the snippet one. I need the new seamless. And we're going to go to temp file, render. And right now the folder is actually still empty. And at the same time, make sure that I'm not running the old version. Let's go to, actually I know I'm not using the old version because of the extra little bit that I put on there. Let's go to Seamless. Where is Seamless? Just to be on the safe side to make sure that I'm actually not running. Output file, yep, bin file. Yep. Seamless card, titled output. There's nothing there. Okay, cool. Everything should actually be working now. And if it's not, well, then there's something going on. And all you're going to do is the entire time, you just ask Claude, say, hey, what the ever living fuck is going on here? Claude is very good for not only for coding, but if you were doing any marketing, if you have, say that you're going to be selling your HTML generators, you can give Claude your, any AI, give it your brand Bible, as I'm always telling you, make sure you have a brand Bible built. You're going to give it and say, hey, I need a sales pitch for my HTML generator or bundles, whatever you're going to do. I advise you, if you're doing these, if you have a bundle of pictures or something like that, give it a couple of example photos and tell it to hit your target market's pain points. Hard but subtle. Now, if you have a kind of posh brand, ChatGPT will do pretty decent for it. Gemini will not. Gemini does really good for a more laid-back vibe. If you want, and Claude is kind of in between. So it depends on the vibe that you're going for. And it just depends on the vibe on where you're going to go AI-wise. But always, always, always give it your brand Bible. And it will write really amazing sales copy for you. It's going to be on brand for you. It's not going to sound like utter crap. Okay. I'm good, actually. I'm annoyed with TikTok, but good. It literally hit me with that whole restriction of the repurposed content bullshit. Twice. Literally, I started my live, and within a minute of starting, it hit me with that. You gotta love TikTok. Let's see here. Oh, it actually wants me to open up the TikTok manager here. I may just have to close it down and start this back up again. And speaking of that, let's see here. So, the Seamless Production House, yeah, it is definitely stalled. It's literally sitting at 0%, and the other part that it wants is not there. So we're going to have to turn it off. Yep, we're going to have to turn it off and start it up again. That's just my computer being stupid. So let's cancel this out. Cancel that. Turn that off. Oh yeah, it's definitely hanging. That be the problem. Oh, there we go. Cool. Okay. Let's try that again. Let's go to New Seamless. And we're going to open that up wherever my New Seamless thing is here. There it is, New Seamless. Start that program back up again. Yeah, I mean, this is getting stupid. So this is why I am shifting things to both the rabbit hole as well as my YT channel, which I really have to start making more content for YT to build the audience up right now, but I am live over there as well. So, you know, it's less restriction. You don't have to deal with this crap. All right, let's try rebuilding this folder here. We're going to try that again. I'm going to browse this here. And we'll see if it actually goes or not. But yeah, this whole restriction thing makes no sense because you are not reproducing content. I'm not reproducing content. But it's like, no, and literally, it hits you twice. It lasts within a second or two, and then, of course, you know, the very first one is the appeal does not work. And then the second appeal definitely doesn't apply, so it just sits there and holds it there. I think they have a Discord channel. And if that's the case, I'm going to find it, and I'm going to jump in there, and I'm actually going to bitch about that. And say, what the ever living, is going on? Because they are not paying attention. I think what it is they're just not paying attention to their own AI filters. And that's what this is. It's a 100% AI filters. Let's see. Let's go glitch. We'll leave that there. Loop the song for the full minute. And actually, let's just get rid of some of these here. Instead of using 40 photos, I'll knock it down a little bit. Not that it matters, but... all right, there we go. That'll work. Probably like 38 now. Let's see here. Come on, catch up. Seeing how this runs off the CPU, it does take a little bit of time to catch itself sometimes. There we go. Yeah. All right, we're going to do the keen burn, which is what I prefer. I love. I'm literally going to use the... actually, let's do the auto gen on that one, just to see what it decides to pick. Color whisper mode, we don't need all that. We do need IG reels. And I'm going to leave my logo off, just because I'm being lazy and I don't want to hunt for the damn thing. Hold duration, we're going to go 10 seconds. 10 seconds, not 2.2. Prefer 10. There we go, 10 seconds. By the way, when you're doing using the Seamless, you can literally tell it how long you want to leave the photos up. No, you don't need 50 followers. I don't have 50 followers on this account, and I'm live. If you go to literally look me up, it's Grumpy Marketing 50. So, I literally, this is a fresh account. I have no follow. I think I have like 2 or 3 followers on this account, and that's it. And I'm live there right now. What you do need to do, though, is if you want to monetize things, you need to actually have a channel that has been established for a little bit. Yeah, I think you actually have to have an account that's like you have to verify your account, and then you're good to go. And the verification requires a few things. Your account has to be in good standing. You can actually use your government ID to help identify who you are and whatnot, which is one way I went to. And you can also do a video thing, which basically you're just following the directions. It says, if you've got glasses, take your glasses off, look up, look down, look left, right, whatever, just to confirm that you're a real human being. We're going to do that. And okay, so we have all that good jazz. We're going to start rendering, and we'll see if this is going to render, if this is going to play nice today. Now, let's go back to my newest program, my Text Factory, which I know for a fact works really well, because I actually made one. Text Factory, here we go. And we're going to go to launch. We will upload the new file. Oh, you're most welcome. And we're going to browse this here. And let's go to Medusa. Where is Medusa? There you are, my dear. And yes, you can do there. Oh, got to do the puzzle thing. Whoopee. There we go. And let's try this again. I did install that. What the ever living hell? So let's go to Claude. And let's see here. Realm Wonder workspace. There it is. Okay. I am hitting this issue. But I already installed everything and ran the setup bat. Bat as well. What the hell? Help me, Claude. Help me. I actually have not built the exe for this just yet because there are some glitches in there that I want fixed up. So, let's see here. That area is, because of the feature. Yep, that has the feature built in, but Setup Bat was written before the Whisper was added. It never installed. Setup ran fine. It just didn't know Whisper existed yet. Run this one line in command prompt. Okay. Well, we'll just copy that. We'll go back into the command prompt. Oh, we're going to do that. Okay. That's weird. Run first time setup. Okay. It's installing. Fast Whisper is not recognized an internal or external command. That could be why. You never know how this is actually going to work when it comes to vibe coding. Sometimes shit happens, and other times it doesn't. But let's open up another command prompt, which all you got to do is just type in CMD, but with me, I've already got it open. And let's just do that. Default, it's going to install Whisper for me. Which, again, Whisper is OpenAI, which is ChatGPT. It's their transcription. This thing is absolutely amazing, and it's very, very cheap to run. But the beautiful thing is, by running it on their local system, because they actually have Whisper set up as an open source, it doesn't cost us anything. It is being used by another progress. Oh, okay. That's fine. That's what. Is installed in the C drive. Yep. And it's to path or directory. Okay, that's fine. Basically, I can't use it right now because it's running twice. So we just have to wait for it. And that reminds me, I need to go into here. Let's go to... Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask on my laptop. Go to Google. Actually, go to Gemini. Yeah, spell Gemini right. That would actually help, wouldn't it? Because if I mention the program that I'm looking in, TikTok will flag me for it. Not have, and official Discord. There we go. Yeah. Hannah, why would you want to use Whisper on a generator? Whisper is literally designed for transcription. So any text that you place into its anything of that nature, it will actually transcribe your voice, or transcribe, in this case, it'll transcribe lyrics. So your generator isn't going to have you're literally not going to have any text, not text, but any lyrics, spoken word or actual music running for Whisper to pick it up. Yeah, see, that's actually screwing up. So I'm going to have Claude fix that for me and say, okay, what's going on here? We'll close that off for right now. Let us close this off, and we're going to try that again. But Whisper is literally designed just for transcribing, and it actually picks up, Yep, you have a good one too, Harlem. Catch you later. And I'm looking to see if TT actually has a proper Discord channel or not. Yes, it does actually have official, okay, but it's targeted. Instead of one single massive main, okay, for general use, they run official specialized servers geared towards creators and communities. That's fun. This is verified, designed for TikTok Live creators to share tips, networks, and get updates on streaming features. They have periodically launched, okay. So they do actually have a live subscription integration built right into Discord. Okay, to automatically link their Discord servers to their TikTok profiles, granting exclusive roles and locked channels to their paid TikTok subscribers. So what do you know? They do actually have their own official server. So where in the hell do we find it? That's the next question. Official live server is your best bet. Okay. What's the channel? The channel's name. Boom. So we'll find that out. Yes, basically, Whisper transcribes the words so a person doesn't have to type. But you don't need to use Whisper if you're just building HTML generators, because of the fact that any AI that you use, you can actually talk to. So that you don't have to do that. So adding Whisper to your generator, in all honesty, is, I'm going to be perfectly blunt. It's a stupid idea, in all honesty. It will add extra bloat to your generators, which will slow it down. People will be required to actually have it installed on their system for it to work properly. Transcribe. There we go. Now it's transcribing. This does take a few minutes. There we go. We got that little bug fixed out. And I am going to go to close this down because it is actually stalled. I know that for a fact. And I'm going to go back to Claude and I'm going to say, hey, add progress. Let me know what you see. Either it's working. Okay, nope. It's still stalled. So let's try and fix that. In the main folder, do not do any work in any of the work trees. Boom. So, when we're making HTML generators, when you're making HTML websites, you've got to be very careful about overbloating it, because the more things that we add, the more likelihood of it actually locking down on us. So, okay, well, we now have, so TikTok, by the way, live official server plus creator community. That's their Discord. They also have a shop developer hub. Official space dedicated to developers building apps, tools, and integrations for TikTok shop ecosystem. Now, I will say this much. I like the idea of the TikTok shop. It's kind of a cool idea for a platform to do that. Now, if they were smart, on the other hand, they would actually set it up so that it's not just for physical goods. that they would be able to set people up to sell digital goods as well, and open the store up to more than people than just in the USA. They would make a shit ton more money that way. There it is. I don't know why I opened that file up. Let's do a search, folks. Where's the search? Starts, pending. I know there's a way of doing this. Add a server. Nope, I don't want to add a server. I want to find a server. Join a server. Let's see here. Link invite. Nope, that's not the right one. I know there's a way of finding this here. Let's see here. Discover. There we go. Search. Here we go. We're going to copy that. Boom. Voila. They have 13,000 members on here. That's actually pretty cool. Announcements. Voice channel. Using Service Plus or turning live viewers into real bookings message. Okay, that's fine. Voice server, browse channel. Boy, it's a pretty... So they actually have a onboarding webinar. Announcements, customize. That's pretty dead, actually. So this... I'm just reading what the channel here is. They've got some really cool... I will give... TikTok's a pain in the ass, but I will give them this much. They do have some interesting services on here. You don't have permission to send. Of course I don't have permission to send. So that's weird. You are currently in a preview mode. Join the server to start chatting. Well, yeah, let's just join the community. Complete. Oh, you must complete a few more steps before you can start talking. Before you can talk here, you will need to complete. Only TikTok Live creators using the Service Plus are allowed to join. New members will receive the visit role. Complete a form may upgrade your role to Service Plus creator, which will allow you to access exclusive webinars and onboarding material. Be respectful. I have read this. That's services. Wait a minute, I'm not doing the service thing. Let's back up one. Let's see here. Start here. Nope. Back up one. Back up again. And that's the only one. So let's just go, instead of doing the service one, let's just go TikTok Live and just find out if I can find their actual channel. Let's see here. Live stream agency. There's all sorts of things. I'm going to have to look later. But apparently they do actually have their own Discord channel, which is kind of a cool idea. So, while we're doing that, here we go. Now, our transcription is done. As you can see, it literally has grabbed every single text phrase that I have, and if I want to, I can literally fix the whole thing. Every single line. So it has global. I can change the segments, all of this. So what we need to do is we need to go and let's see. We want to go. We'll keep the positioning as is. Enable scale. Let's go to here. Let's stop there and go here. We're going to full screen this so I can find my freaking preview button. Preview button. Ooh, that's a little big. As you can see, that's a little big. But we literally have different positions. Let's go to here. Preview again. Okay, Y position. Let's check the Y position all the way over here. Click that. Oh, that's down on the bottom. We want more in the towards the middle. Preview there. Okay, so scale start. Bring that over here. And we're going to do that here. Oh, I don't want a bigger reveal. That'll work. Okay, we have different effects. We're going to go to word spin. Actually, let's go word slide in there. Start and, yep, degrees. Going to leave all that. We literally have a ton of sliders that you can play around with to build your own files and whatnot. We're going to go more with a red hue. We click OK. Enable glow, radius. And we're going to do that like that. Drop shadows. We can actually offer that as well. And opacity, background fill. We don't need that AI, so because of the fact that it already has a background, so I don't need for that to do that. Start. So text, start. And if we pop that up here, it's literally 30 seconds in, start-wise. So we can literally tell it when to start the text and when not to. We can position all that and all that good jazz. So there should be an echo, actually. Where's the echo at? Glow. Oh, echo color. Yep. Enable echo. There we go. We'll leave that there. Generate. And we're going to render this entire thing. Now, this might take a little bit to actually render. But we have a green bar down here on the bottom that will show us. And as you can see, it's moving nice and smooth. But this one, actually, unlike the rest of them, comes with actually decent instructions on how to use this program here. So basically, left panel scroll, drag the scroll bar or use your mouse wheel if the control goes off screen. Preview canvas is fixed size. It never pushes controls around. All that good jazz. We literally how to first render step by step. So we literally have a lot of things here. Drop shadow selection. Overwrite protection. So that basically it will literally rename all your files so that you don't have to worry about them overwriting the original. And as you can see, this is actually flowing nicely. It didn't cost me anything for transcription because I now have Whisper installed local. You have several different versions of Whisper that you can actually add to. I just use the base, but you have tiny, base, small, or medium. Base works just fine. And it does a really good job of transcription. Whisper has always, I've been using it for, like, if you have the brain dump, that uses Whisper. And you can talk for, like, 2 or 3 hours, and it hardly moves you anything. Because the transcription for Whisper is, cost-wise, is like 0.00006 of a cent per minute. So it's I literally did 4 3-hour tests on Whisper just to see what it was going to cost me. It cost me $5 for basically running 3-hour. I literally took one of my TikTok lives, ran it through my video recorder, my video factory, just to see what it would do transcription-wise and what it would cost and how well it would. It picked up my own accent as well as how fast I talk, and it transcribed it perfectly. And it cost me basically for 12 hours, it cost me $5 for transcription. So Whisper is actually, which is OpenAI. You can literally grab an OpenAI API key. It gives you full access to ChatGPT, the images, all that good jazz, everything that ChatGPT can do, plus Whisper, all in one API call. But Whisper, so basically for 12 hours worth of work, it literally cost me $5. Trying to do that with a human, and they're expect more than $5 for 12 hours worth of work. Especially to listen to me sit there and jibber jabber. So as you can see, it's moving along nicely, and we're going to see how well I actually did with this once it's done. It's at 32.4%. See what Claude has come up with. Let's see, wrap the single render path that way. Done. Here's what's wrong and what changed. Root cause was passing 14 new feature parameters. Okay, that didn't exist in the render. Added all 14 missing parameters to the render job. Changes in the C app Wrap both render. Okay, you'll need to rebuild the exe from the main folder and retest. Okay. So, just to be sure, you ran the changes in the main folder of the Seamless production house, right? Seamless folder. Seamless folder, right? Now, while we're waiting for that to happen, what I like to do is we're going to go to, yes, both edits were made to d-seamless. Okay, cool. So all I have to do is just rerun the executable file for Seamless, which, by the way, this is where your bat file comes in. So if we go to Seamless, and we find the build bat, there we go, build.bat. And that's the file that you need Claude to build for you. So anytime you start building programs, executables, even apps, you're going to ask for a build, some kind of build file. So that all you had to do is double click it to actually have it build your program for you. I don't build apps. I haven't dipped my toes into that one yet, so I'm not fully aware of everything that is working on, what goes into it. One day I may decide to dip my toe into that arena, but for right now, I'm not going to. I much prefer building executable files because these all run off your laptop, your PC. If you have an Apple, though, if you want to open yourself up to Apple users, you are going to either have to use GitHub to take your executable and do all the work it needs to do to transform it into whatever Mac uses, or you're going to have a Mac computer running Claude code on, and just tell Claude to say you're going to tell it the same process, but instead of it building an exe, it's going to build whatever Apple uses. I don't know what file extension Apple uses. I just know it's kind of a funky setup. One day I may bite the bullet and just buy, like an Apple Mini or something like that, just solely for programming, taking all my stuff, having Claude just convert it for me. But you actually need the system to do it. So here we go. We're literally rebuilding my Seamless program while we're at 52.9%. To see these. Let's build a new generator, though, because I'm a little on the slightly bored side while we're waiting for this. We're going to go to Claude, because, again, Claude is my go-to. Let's make sure I actually have some usage on my grumpy one. Let's see what we're sitting at. We're going to go to usage. Oh, yeah, definitely. So, let's go to new chat. Before I do that, I just need to see, do you have the art skill set up? My arc skill, by the way, is my Archimedes, Architron. Yep, okay, cool. Well, my Architron skill is my Architron persona. Basically, it tells Claude everything that Architron does and what it needs to do so that I don't have to type out this huge, massive prompt. So here we go. Before any code gets written, universal patterns, progressive disclosure, control bar, prompt length, guidelines, all that good. Light and shadow framework, dual outputs, and 30 plus options per major dropdown. So that's good. All right. What I'm going to do is, okay, I need a new... Now, if you're using Claude and you don't know what a skill is, basically a skill is a preset of directions for Claude to actually take when you use certain keywords. Hey, Brenna, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. But you can build your own Claude skills. If there are certain things that you want Claude to do constantly, say you're using Claude for writing sales pages. Well, work is always a good thing. Or so I've been informed. But if you want to have Claude do some kind of skill that you're using constantly, say that you have your own rules when it comes to marketing on how Claude should actually be behaving itself. You can tell Claude, you can literally build a skill that says, okay, you're going to use this skill. You're going to use psychiatry. You're going to storytell. You are going to you're literally going to tell it exactly the skill set that you want to use, and then you're going to give it a phrase, a key phrase to grab its attention, so that it knows that it instantly has to kick in this skill. My Architron, the key phrase is, I want to build an HTML generator. And it will know to actually access that skill, that particular skill. It saves you time from writing out this massive ass prompt, and it will allow you to continue building faster and just easier. And you can take your own personas and have it transcribe it into a skill. You can even do this if you have GPTs. You can grab your GPT, come to Claude, and say, hey, turn this into a skill for me. And he will paste everything that's in that GPT here as a skill. And then you will save it and let Claude actually do its business. So I need a new HTML generator. This one, let's see here, will be, what do we want to make this one about? We've already done horses, done dogs, cats. Well, I haven't, well, do I have cats? Let's go cats. But with a bit of a twist, as these cats will be shown as royalty. There we go. Everyone always, cats always seem to think that they are royalty anyways. I need 30 options per drop down. First option is none. The rest is to be in alphabetical order. Let's see here, alphabetical order. So I want cat types, accessories, locations, control over the look of the cat. These will be both real cat breeds as well as fantasy cat breeds. And then I can get a little cheeky here with this, and I'm just going to say, and any other drop downs that will make this a truly interesting HTML generator. I need a photo prompt, a Suno music, because cats deserve music as well, music prompt, and a video script prompt. Oh, and an animation script, animation prompt as well. And let's make this a really interesting background that is suitable for this project. Boom. Press enter. And I don't have to worry about telling it I need what buttons I need and whatnot, because Arc's got all that already pre-programmed into it, which means that the skill has that all pre-programmed into it. And let's see here. Are you still done? Oh, no. We're at 97.3%. 4%. Cool. We are almost done with this video. And we will see if I got the text right. This does have a slight learning curve. Again, but the thing here is I am literally trying to make it to where you don't have to pay CapCut to make your own, to basically make your own text overlays. We can add all sorts of different text effects, the whole works. And we will see if Claude has actually done what I wanted to. Oh, cool, rendering 100%. It'll ding at us when it's done. So we will ignore that for just a few seconds. And are you done? Oh, yep, that's done building that one, so we can close that off. Oh, we got to keep that one up. We don't want to close that off. Close this off. There we go. And we're going to go here. And as you can see, Claude is building us this new HTML generator that I have no idea what it's going to do. I am just trying to find out where. Let's see here. Backspace. Not official. Content creators for YT, engagement. Follow for follow, live server, TikTok gross, unofficial. So many unofficials for TikTok. I don't believe in this follow for follow bullshit, by the way. Free advertisement. You never know. I gotta find out a way of contacting people on TikTok. I seriously doubt there is a way. You never know. Hey, Jim. Don't worry about the heart meter or anything like that. I got nailed with the whole repurposed bullshit again. I don't think they like AI content people. Yeah, literally. I started within a minute, and I started my live, and within a minute, boom, it hit it. Then, of course, after the 10-minute marker, it hit me again, and both appeals were denied. So, it is what it is. This is why I'm doing YT. I'm going to be literally building content for YT. To start attracting more people in there and whatnot. But right now, I am building a cat generator. Oh, and a new movie to see. Let's see if that's actually done yet. Well, it says it's 100% done rendering. Let's have a look and see. Yeah, they need to stop hitting people with all these idiotic restrictions. They're literally pushing people out. They're pushing people towards other platforms is what they're doing. And that's just an idiotic move because they have some serious potential to make some serious money. Okay, so where's my new seamless? There it is. Okay, we'll go to output. This is where it's supposed to be sitting at. It's still, I think it's still trying to render. It hasn't quite finished yet. It says it's at 100%. But let's just double click and see. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. Worst thing is it says it's not done. Yep. We can't open Medusa running. This may be because the file type is unsupported. It's because it's not done running yet. I have to have patience, which I am not known for. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go back to here, and I'm just going to say, okay, I just ran this, and it seems to be stuck at 100%. We're going to grab a screenshot as always, print screen. This is where, when you're vibe coding, this is why you want to make sure that you grab screenshots and you're testing your program before you go and try to sell this. And this program, when it's working, I will be probably in the 150 range. It's a one and done payment. It's a one and done payment. You no longer have to pay for CapCut to come in and do all this stuff. Let's see here. That's a classic process pipe deadlock. Process writes lots of programs output to, yep. Waiting for someone to read it since we're not reading it. Waits. That fixes a one-line open restore to so the buffer never fails. We catch the failure via the return code. Also remove the now pointless. Okay. Close the app, rebuild the, reopen the launchpad, and render it again. It will hit 100% and then complete properly. What was happening is all your frames finished processing, but the app was frozen, waiting for it to exit, which was frozen, waiting for the app. Okay, well, fuck it. We'll do what it says. Close that off. Open it back up. This is why I keep telling people, this is why I keep my hair buzzed. Because this way, I don't pull it out in frustration. Very hard to go bald when you're frustrated and you can't get a hold of your own hair. Let's see here. Text, tree, tradition, t-shirt. Where in the ever-living fuck did it get to? Let's see here. Text factory. There it is. Let's relaunch the bat file. and I have to redo it. But that's no big deal. So all I got to do is come back to here, find Medusa. Where is Medusa? Oh, wait a minute. I think it did actually get done. That's weird. Hold on. Let's go back to the new folder, which is where I put it at. And if it didn't do it, well, then we will just say, hey, we will rebuild that. We go to output. Wait for it. Medusa, here we go. Let's see if this actually worked.
They carve my face on shields to ward off fear. No one has to steal.
And let's see here. Reels, TikTok, rendered. Alright, so it did not actually render properly. So we're just going to delete the... Oh, wait a minute. Don't delete that one. Let's make sure that I actually have the right one. So I can delete. This, by the way, is using my seamless program.
They carve my face on shields to ward off fear.
Yep, that's the original. I just don't want to delete the thing. Delete that. So we will go and open this back up. Find Medusa. There you are. And we're going to have it transcribe again. As you can see. As long as you got lyrics on it, you can transcribe it. This is using OpenAI's Whisper program, which is open. Oddly enough, it's open source. So this is running on my computer localized, so it's not costing me any money whatsoever. But it is transcribing, and this takes about a minute or two for it to do its thing. So while we're waiting for that to transcribe, let's kind of play with some of the, let's see here, we're going to end scale that. And we're going to go to video reveal. Just this, well, actually, let's go. I want to do actual, let's do world spin on that one. Animation end starts equals 0. Let's see here. 1 equals n. So we're going to start that. See here. Staggering, we want to actually do, for the spin slider, letter only. Degrees, slide distance, letters only. Block rotation, we do that. We're going to do enable echo. We'll leave the offsets as is. Echo color. Yeah, let's keep it out of the purple. Not that blue. We'll leave the rest as is. So, here we go. As you can see, it literally transcribed. And the beautiful thing is, I can now actually, if I don't want this global part here, let's see, a preview frame. All right. That's going to be kind of weird. That's going to be actually, let's go echo color. Let's change that color a little bit so that it's a little bit darker than the blue. Click OK. We render. That's still going to be a little too, so let's go white, I guess. Because as you can see, if we render this, I can sit there. Oh, hey, cool. Hey, Dee, by the way. If we do that, there we go. That's going to make that stand out just a little bit better. So now let's try rendering this entire thing. But if I didn't want to let all of this global, if I want to be able to change I can literally change every single transcription here that I want with ease, just by turning it off and literally changing whatever one I want, so that we can literally have different effects all the way across. But right now, I'm just going to leave this on the image on that one, and I also want the shadows because let's go enable glow. Let's see here, glow color. Let's pick this as a red. We'll click that. Enable shadows. We're going to offset that a little bit there. Shadow colors, that'll work. We do not need the AI subject segmentation. For background wise, opacity, all that good jazz. Lyrics, we keep that. And let's just render the video. Because last time it didn't take long to render it. D, TikTok doesn't like me today, or the last 2 times I've been live. It's literally tagged me for reproduced content. Literally within a minute of me starting. Without showing squat or anything like that. So, I am on full restriction. Basically, what was the restriction? Oh, actually, no. I think the restriction is actually... Oh, no, I'm still current... Yeah. Restriction. Global GIFs suspended and live visibility restricted. GIFs are suspended and your live is restricted in recommendations and search results due to reproduced content, such as pre-recorded or copied content. And I don't do squat of that nature. Hey, Jax. But that's TT for you. It is why I am in the rabbit hole as well as YT. And I do have to start making some more content for YT, just to build my my abilities up there. So we literally have our nice, lovely little program is actually starting to render again. As you can see, it's running pretty smooth because I have all of my programs that I've built from the generator factory all the way to this new one. I make it to where it runs off your CPU and your RAM, not your graphics card. This way, even if you have an older PC or an older laptop, you can still use the programs and not have to worry about it. And one day I will actually convert some of these to Apple. I just got to get off my ass and actually pay for it. And I don't want to pay for it. Oh, let's see if our cat generator is done. Oh, yep. Our Royal Feline cat generator is done. Download this. We'll open this up. And let's see what... So we randomize the court. Here we go. Subject, King Nebula Persian cat. This should be interesting. Copy photo prompt. There we go. So we literally have a randomize, a copy all. Go to, where is CArt? CArt, there you are. Close that off. Pop that in there. No, you can't. I'm literally, as soon as I started my live, within literally less than a minute, I got nailed for that restriction for repurposed content. Which is bullshit. But it is what it is. Yeah, you gotta love it, yeah. And I looked up Discord, by the way, and they have their own Discord, but it is not for normal people. Here we go. That's actually kind of a cute thing. Animalized it, but eh. Let's see here. And I was actually at one point in time, I was part of a group, and for some reason they bounced me out of it. I don't know why. They never said why. So maybe I will look for another content creation group kind of thing that helps deal with this bullshit. Because supposedly they help with content issues and whatnot. So let's see what we have. Cat breed, Galaxy. These are not real. I wanted. There we go. Let's just generate that just to see what happens. We'll copy that. Copy our prompt. Chuck her in here. Claude may have taken me a little too serious. But we'll see. But it's producing some kind of cute, to be perfectly honest, it's kind of a cute photo. So we'll see what this does. And check out, okay, we're at 24% production. Same cat. Sort of. But this is personalizing it, and I think... Let's close the glitch one down. We're going to close that out. We'll keep read up. Royalty. Let's see what we actually have. So we have the Chancellor, Court, Countess, Enchantress. There you go. Fur color, we have fur pattern, eye colors, Mystic Bombay. There you go. We have different kinds of crowns that we can have. Dragon scale crown. Bejeweled battle armor. Let's try that. And we're just going to go none with the extra jewelry kind of thing. Primary location. Forbidden Cursed Throne Room. That's what sounds like pretty much a cat. Right then and there. So we just generate this. And let's see here. And we'll copy that. And we will see what this actually comes up with. It can be kind of cute. You never know. But I was looking more for specific actual cats and not people cats. And I'm not even going to touch the whole furry conversation there. Yeah, Val, I'm going to be done here shortly. So here we go. The cat looks the same. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Claude. Where is Claude? There you are. And I'm just going to tell, okay, this is not exactly what I was doing. Okay, this is not really what I wanted. I wanted actual cats. And this is kind of humanizing them. Yes, there's a kink for that. Kink for that, but I am not interested in it. So, let's see here. Totally fair, and I completely get it. Real cats sitting regally, wearing crowns and draped in royal settings, cats being cats. Just fabulously royal about it. No humanization whatsoever. So there we go. It's going to literally rebuild me my generator, because it did misunderstand me. And let's see here. I'm just going to go ahead and see what this is at. Okay, this is still sitting at 30. Oh, okay. 32. As you can see, this is slow going, but that's fine. We will see how this goes. So we're going to let that go on its way here. But, you know, it would be nice if there was a way of actually contacting somebody on this platform. But to be perfectly honest, YouTube can be a royal pain in the ass to get a hold of somebody. I've had a couple of minor issues, and it's taken them weeks to get back to me. Oddly enough, Meta, on the other hand, if you were doing paid ads and whatnot, they're actually easy to get a hold of an actual live person. You say, by just saying, hey, I have an issue. Oddly enough, running through Shopify, which I've had to do that before. One of my ads went mental, went way over its budget, and I literally got a hold of them and said, hey, what the hell? And literally within, I think it was like an hour, I was actually talking to somebody that was looking through, and they're like, ooh, holy crap. You are right, this has screwed up royally. Because it literally went from a $5 ad to a $5,000 ad in less than an hour and a half. It's like, I am not paying you $5,000. And the worst thing, and I even told, and the guy actually pointed out, and he was laughing, he said, the worst thing is, it didn't do squat. He said, literally, your views didn't go up, people didn't visit your store, you know, there was no buys or anything, because I literally was showing them live access to the back end of Shopify. And he's like, yeah, this is a hell of a glitch. Let's figure out what's going on. And it was a glitch on their end. And we both had a good laugh about it. And they were kind enough to wipe. Not only did he wipe that $5,000 out, but he ended up giving me, I think, a $50 compensation bonus kind of thingamabob. And these big companies are forgetting that they need to actually supply customer service. Google, on the other hand, their service absolutely sucks. It will literally take you months to get a hold of somebody. It's like, what the ever living hell? The other one that sucks customer service wise is GenSpark. That's another reason why I tell people to stay away from GenSpark. Because of the fact that they have one bot running and it takes you hours of going round and round and round in a circle to try to get your email bumped up, and they still don't respond to you. Well, yeah, if you're looking at enterprise level, then yeah, they're going to be jumping all over the place. But Meta, even though I was not enterprise, mind you, I was literally very, very small time. I think one point in time, I think before I had to get a hold of them, I spent like maybe $100 with them running ads. And they responded within an hour. Just boom. Via Messenger. And then they actually called me on my phone, said, hey, is it okay if we call on the phone? It would be easier. I was like, of course. And the guy that I got had a really thick Indian accent, and we were both laughing because there was a couple times that I had to slow my roll down, and there was a couple times that I had to have him repeat himself because I couldn't understand him. It was good for a good laugh, but we finally eventually got to it. And when you actually get a hold of someone from Google, if it's about your Google Ads account, all these bastards are just salespeople. They will try to tell you, oh, well, if you add more money to it, you will get better results. And that's what they will continually try to push, is for you to up your sales budget. And it's like, look, I'm not interested in upping that. You need to tell me why in the hell this charged me what it did, and you need to fix it. Because I ain't paying for it. I will do a chargeback. And no company wants a chargeback, by the way. It happens, but even big companies like TikTok, IBM, Shopify, they actually have a limit on how many chargebacks that they can handle. If you go over that limit, what happens is the credit card companies tell you to fuck off. And they will literally cut your processing off completely, because they will not risk their own reputation based off of you, off bad actors. And once you're blacklisted from, say, MasterCard or Visa, you are screwed. Leaves you open to have to using something like PayPal for business, which is not a good thing to be using. Oh, are you done yet? Nope, you're still writing. Dear Lord, why are you still writing? And you are at 47%. Well, I'm going to end this live here. But I am still going to be on YT. So if you want to jump over there, literally find me at Grumpy Marketing 50. If you want to see how this rendering turns out. Or come join us in Rabbit Hole, because that's where I'm going to hang out there for a while. At least there, I don't have to worry about getting bans or anything of that nature. So, thank you for hanging with me as long as you've hung with me to this morning. Come join us. Yep, come join us in the Rabbit Hole. Link is in the bio. Can't miss it. Yeah, PayPal, I will agree with you, Jax. Great for digital, absolutely a must not use for physical. To be perfectly honest, that's just utter bullshit. I like this. Your live goal is 0% achieved. Well, that's because you bastards locked me down. Idiots. Thank you all for joining. You all have a good one. And as I said, I'm still live over in YT. And I'm going to stay live until I decide to close this whole thing down. But come join us in the Rabbit Hole. See you there. Dismiss. Restrictions. Learn more about your restrictions. Fuck off, TikTok. Of course it was not approved. We reviewed your app and confirmed that gifting and visibility for this live cannot be restored in recommendation and search results. Are you still fit? No, I am not. It takes too long. I need a better way to provide details for appeal. There you go. There. Submit. Bastards. Okay, so let me pop the screen open. So, Val, what you got? Show us what you got.
Well, you gotta take it off mute, genius.
Exactly. That helps.
I got him working on some stuff because some of my buttons don't work.
Yep.
But look how far I have come. Whoop.
Yes. Let me see. Hold on. Ooh, very nice.
I got layers and stuff. Let me open Photoshop so you can kind of see what I'm looking at. The interface in here. Because I
Yeah.
don't know if you've ever been in Photoshop, but I got
It's
some
been a
stuff
long
that's
time
not,
since I've been in the Photoshop.
like my buttons here aren't working, and then they didn't label my tools on this side.
Oh,
But
the other thing that I see,
yeah.
too. What is you see that little
Oh,
square? Yeah,
hang on. Because this one just opened, but
yeah.
now it's going to decide it wants to be slow. But
Of course.
see the interface?
Yeah, all that. That's what you want.
This. And then the layers, I need it to be like this.
Well, you know what you do? Grab a screenshot of this.
I did, and I
Okay.
took it to him, and he come back with this right here.
Okay, cool.
But none of the buttons work.
Yep. So you're gonna go back. But now, what is this stuff on the right hand? I mean, on your left hand corner there. If you look down left hand,
Over
oh,
here?
there you go. I see. Full screen
Yeah,
this real
I
quick.
didn't have it full.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I
it,
see.
it's not labeled to what it is. So I
Okay.
went
Yep.
back and look, I can't tell what that is.
Yep. That
So,
these actually need proper labels.
yes. So I got him working on it again, but I was surprised because all I did was took a snippet across there, and I said I need the brush effects and to be able to change the stuff up here.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm building me a program.
Yes, you did. Very proud of you for
Fixing
doing
to
that.
hit Adobe. I'm
So now,
fixing to.
once you, hold on, I almost, yeah, son of a bitch, that's hot. Forgot to remove my freaking drive there. There we go. I don't want to undo my mic there. There we go.
You
But
may be
yeah,
done.
so there you go. Now, what I would actually suggest that you actually ask it to do is so that you don't have to sit there and keep. Are you just using the build bat and doing the exe part?
Yeah. Well, yes, I do the bat and then it brings it up. I haven't built the EXE yet because I'm trying
Okay,
to get
cool.
it exactly where I want it
Yep. As long as you're using the bat
before I
file to
do.
bring it to start it back up. Now you will have to turn your program off and then
Yeah, I
rerun.
closed it.
Yep, and then rerun your bat.
Yeah.
So let it build. And then what you can actually do is if you go in there and ask it to build a launch.bat file, so you don't have to keep rebuilding.
Helen can. Ooh, let me see. I can't
Put
with
your
this
I'm going to
keyboard.
say put your fingers in the keyboard. We're in the right spot there.
Well, this one lays flat and I'm used to it being perked up. So
Ah, gotcha.
a long.
Oh.
So what am I going to tell him? A long.
You want a launch.bat file.
Oh, a launch.
Yeah, so that you don't have to keep rebuilding until you are ready to build your exe.
Hello.
Hey, Jax.
Hello.
Fucking on TikTok again.
Why did he jump up like this? Is he redoing it, I guess?
Could well be.
Yeah, it threw my folder up. Okay. But where did it go? Done.
If you let's see here,
Double click, launch.
you might have to back out of that unless it's in your internals.
Oh, because I had this one going maybe, and
Yeah.
it's probably in the other file
Yep.
here.
There. Launch. There it is. Launch.bat. See it?
There.
So if you double click it,
Now, hopefully
boom.
that shit went away fast, but
Yep.
look,
Brought it right up.
I got my lasso tool.
Exactly. Hey, Sandy.
I'm building.
So now
Look,
you
Jax,
actually
I'm
you literally now have your labels there,
Mm-hmm.
except for the bottom square thing there.
This.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what was here.
So what you can do, grab a screenshot of this and ask it, okay, what is this color thing for, and the two blank squares? What the hell is that all about?
I'm gonna tell him just like you said it to.
Exactly. What the hell is this?
What the hell is this about?
Yep. Because there are no labels. There you go.
Get it one of these days.
Yep.
Then I'm gonna be Photoshop free.
That's the whole idea here. And let's see here. My rendering is at 78.3%. So, woohoo. And see if the cat thingy is done. It is.
Look out, Jax. He done got a crazy woman on your hands. He done got me to building stuff. Look out.
Hey, great.
Welcome to the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
This is what I'm honestly
I
thinking.
didn't even have to cuss at him not one time.
Yep. This is something that I'm honestly thinking of running a course for.
Oh, no. And so basically, you just have Val run it and do all of it. And this is now part of the rabbit hole. And Val's part of, like, the teaching part of it.
Oh, cool. I don't have to teach.
Honestly and truthfully, that way you don't have to teach.
You can see the whole screen.
So it
Come
says
join
color
us.
panel needs a complete rebuild. So, a proper 2D color field with a hue strip, RGB slides, decent styling. There you go. And what are we sitting at? Oh, by the way, the next step that you want to do is when you are happy with where you're sitting at, you can ask it to write you a full documentation, because as you see, I literally asked it to do a full documentation of the Realm Render workplace.
Oh, okay.
And it puts it as a .md file, which that's fine. It's a markdown file. And it gives you templates, build, how to do it, save, reload, all of it. So this way, if you want to sell your program to other people, you can literally say, okay, here's your directions, leave me the fuck alone. That's as far as I go for customer service.
And that's exactly why you don't teach.
Hey, I teach them good, thank you very much.
You do very
Mad
well.
side has spoken.
Like, you definitely do
The
very
grumpy,
well for
grumpy
teaching.
side.
For shizzle. Oh my god, I sound stupid as hell. Anyway, sorry, a little higher than kite. A kite. Still not sure whether or not I'm going to actually be able to be awake for any long period of time. And yeah.
Fight it.
That cat's really up there because I don't see it, girlfriend.
Ah, there we go.
What?
This is much better. This is what I was after for the cat generator.
Okay, hold on.
That's what I was looking for.
Okay. I've been playing in the dump and spent 10 hours on a live with Scott.
Cool.
Almost 10 hours. Then spent another 4 hours, 5 hours with him.
I like that.
And I love the fact that he's all about branding too. Like,
Yep.
he wants to do all the graphic designs for the brand and all. Like, yeah. So what we came up with, oh my goodness gracious, and it's still going to be right up your alley. And I heard that you had Read open, so I ended up dipping into him as well too. So creating him, that works really well.
I literally have him. I have him stashed in DeepSeek. Because DeepSeek actually does really well. Gemini, no, he sucks in Gemini. I haven't tried him in Claude yet.
Well, it depends on if it's what you want him to create.
He is designed to create everything.
use the whole thing.
Like the music side shit, yeah.
Yeah, he's literally designed to handle
I don't
everything.
know which one.
Right, but I mean, like, what I meant by was, like, what
Okay, so you can cut with scissors.
if it would
You
be
don't
a
have
little
to
bit
cut.
easier sometimes for like that cut and paste, or
This
either
is
that, or I'm just
down,
not
but
that familiar
back off,
with
bring it
flow
there,
Yeah,
now, or
Flow,
producer.
and then you
Flow
wipe
takes a
it
little bit
down
of
real
time to
good,
get used to.
peel the other film back.
Producer even does, especially when
Okay.
you were doing a lot of work more so in Suno to begin with.
Well, and I
So
don't know how the
Yeah.
paper's gonna
But
work.
Suno actually gives, I mean, not Suno, but Flow gives you way more control than what Suno does.
oh, by 1000% agreed, because you can actually just download your stems on the $10, the $8 a month
Now I can
subscription.
use them
Exactly.
as individual wherever, if you want me to do that. But unless you're ready to stick one, then I can show you how to stick it.
What are we talking about
This is
sticking?
really just for
That's what I was thinking, and my head started going to that song. You gotta lick it before you stick it. Do you remember that song?
Yes, I do, and I do remember, if I remember correctly, I think my mother heard that and she wasn't too impressed, but at the present point in time, I didn't really care either.
you have something hard surface you want to try one of them on, so I can show you how to do it.
So I need to save session.
Let's see here. Where is?
I pray that it didn't override.
I'm trying to find what my Where am I? I just closed my damn generator off.
I hate it when I do that.
Oh, I do too. I was like, where did the cat go? There it is. Wow, there it is.
wait.
Let's pop that back up again. Which, by the way,
your phone case?
I will toss this into the generator, the HTML generators folder. Randomize the cats again. Go to C art. Wow.
Okay.
You back, Val?
Yeah.
All right. What were you sticking and where, and do we want to know?
Oh, sorry. My son's doing his time capsule for the end of the year, and so he's wanting to put some UV DTF on the manila folder that she gave, and I was telling him he could cut out around the images, and then I'd show him how to stick it, but that I didn't know with it being paper, if the
Called
sticky
superglue.
side was going to rip his deal, because then we're kind of screwed, but yeah. He gave me all kind of faces. Now, if you do want him to try your video thing, have you thought about, let me ask you this first. Have you thought about putting shakes in there as a feature? Jacob, what is the biggest thing that you use on that program while you use it?
Oh,
The
yeah.
feature, the shake, where
Yeah,
it
like-
shakes, seamless
yeah.
shake. I'm asking
I
because
can show you Dennis if you need that
Dennis-
as well
Yeah.
too.
Dennis is making a program, and
I made
and
two
I'm gonna
programs.
get
Oh,
it tested
speaking
out,
of
but
that,
you can show me the seamless feature. Then you
Yeah.
can go tell all your little friends that edit photos, and looky here, here we go.
okay, hold on
Well,
a
we can-
second. Let me just check this folder. Let me see how this. That's the wrong damn file.
What the transition that you like?
Yeah, it's a transition. Let's see here. Where is outputs? And
Triangle?
Triangle or eye?
You know how you make it fade into the new feature? You use one that bounces around. What's that
let me
called?
kill
gotta
that
turn-
real quick. And I can actually see if it's actually going to do the transcriptions like I wanted it to. Somebody here? Oh. Nope, that's not working. Why are you not working? Or did I click on the wrong one? No, nope, there we go. And yeah, that's definitely not working. You can't see the full text like you're supposed to be able to. But it is actually getting...
Snakes, petrify the crown, let the kings become stone. I did not ask for this throne of snakes, but now that I have it, I am never giving it back. Petrify the crown, let the queens become dust. I am the answers to every must, every should.
behaving itself like it's supposed to be doing. So we go back to we literally go back to Claude and say, okay, the text is still not right. It's not showing in the safe zones. like I wanted. So we're going to grab that, and then I also need to grab the settings so that I can actually see all the settings. And by the way, I have found that you can only do 5 screenshots so per sentence that you're sending in. So you do have to be a little bit aware of that when you are grabbing screenshots. But the text actually, it does do the render part perfectly. Well, it did do the render properly, but it did not do the text part right. There we go. Boing. And we'll let it do its thing. So, largest file wise, what you can do, I have no idea with the seamless, because I use mostly, well, the file size doesn't matter, to be perfectly honest. That one I can actually tell you. That part doesn't matter. So what were you going to show me, Jax, before you fall asleep?
I'm not falling anytime soon now, so that's a good thing. I've been working in the dump, but
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna close out that now. Been all over the place.
Sounds like me today.
Jesus, yeah, all over the place. I want to show you something, and then I want you to kind of see what you can do
Which one do you
or
want
use it
here?
as an idea for other ways to go,
Okay.
as well. But sorry, I apologize. Before that, did you see what I sent you? Was an invitation to
Oh yeah,
the
I have to.
community
I
inside of On
gotta
Brandly.
sign up for that.
No problem. But honestly and truthfully, I still am making a couple of tweaks on it, but every single person that like signs up for On Brandly gets access to this generator that is in the link in bio.
Oh yeah.
Got my thumbnail, all this other kinds of stuff. This is my stupid image of me.
I like it.
So here's your instructor. So this is just the course, but this is the actual generator. So you can come in here, you fill out your display name, your handle, your bio, your tag, you upload a photo. So I'm going to fill it with the demo information, pretty basic. It just has like, it's a good starting point. So all you really have to do is come in and like type in whatever your Instagram handle is at blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then it's ready to go. So if you hit the demo fill, so I need to still work on the instructions of being able to set this up. And the way that it's outputting the HTML file is really large. So I need to work on that part of it for this particular generator. But other than that, this one, and it does have it where it sets it up where it has automatically a link into the rabbit hole. So you can share it out to your friends and stuff like that. And especially if like once one, there's an affiliate, two, there's always that option of it. And, or if you want to create a rabbit hole of like your own and it's a collaborational type of thing, then, it'll link it to your particular portion of the rabbit hole. So whether it's the music lab, whether it's the POD and theme page, or if it's the generator factory, the realm render, depending, it doesn't matter what rabbit hole. So that having that all kind of set up, and it's got some basics in here, join the newsletter. I'm also going to have it where it doesn't have any suggestions other than, on Brandly. And as far as the things go, I'm going to leave that there. But you can remove the links and it'll just send it right back. I mean, it just does nothing
Oh,
if
yeah.
you remove the links. The whole point of all of this is so that you've got your freebies, your lead magnets, your affiliate links. So here again, you put in anything that you have that's an affiliate marketing type of thing. If you have a Canva Pro account or whatever, you put that in, and that you share it out. If you have an Etsy referral link, I'm like, this is going to take over beacons.
Which is good. That's what we want to do.
And the ease of it, you fill out some information. Yes, obviously it's going to take a little bit of work, but a lot of it's already done for you.
Yep.
So I get it where it exports it to Google Sheets, so it downloads a CSV file. You can download the actual thing. I'm not worried too much about the color